Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Grow with Mamata. So guys, this is Mamata, and in this video today we are going to talk about a psychological problem when you forget words, and it happens to me all the time, and I can totally understand you, and it happens at any level of English. For example, I'm talking to a person and kind of I have that word in my head, just on the tip of my tongue, but it just evaporated when it comes to speaking. So it's a little pathetic and it's really frustration once we forget words, and embarrassing situation, and we feel like messed up everything and making mockery of ourselves, right? So we are going to talk about some of the ways so that you can navigate through the situation easily. So without any further delay, let's get straight into the video. So the first tip that I will give you is that it's very super simple. That when you are talking to a person, if you forget a word, just ask a person ask a person who you're talking to. Ask a person if that person knows about that, so that person will remind you, okay, this is word that you are lacking over here. So I know the best thing happens when someone is trying to make you remind, so your mind is quick to get that. So it's the best thing, you are going to remember that word for eternity. Let's talk about the next tip. Next tip is super easy. I'm gonna be talking about is that when you forget a word, just say that in your own language. Say that word in your own language. And I have seen this, I have observed this in many videos, in many podcasts. I mean, mostly non-native speakers, they just use some word, I mean some Hindi words, when they are not able to come up with the specific word at the right time. So they just use Hindi word, and people are doing it drastically, as I've seen this, and it looks a little enticing, I mean little fascinating. It makes their speech, like you can say, captivating. So you can do this same way. And if okay, after conversation, you just go and just google it on Google Translator, and then you can know the meaning of that word. That's very easy, you can do it. These are very simple and executable, implementable things that you can easily implement them, right? So let's talk about the third tip. Third tip is very super basic, is that once you forget a word, just go back to the beginning of the sentence and just paraphrase everything. I mean, just go back to the beginning of the sentence and just say that sentence in a completely different way. Because why we forget? Because sometimes we tend to speak like we tend to more sounding like a native speaker, we tend to speak like more advanced English speaker, and we just, maybe you are trying to create more complexity in your speech. That's why you were trying to use complicated words and you just forgot. So the use simple words, and once you forget, so paraphrase and say that word in a completely different way. This is the simple way to do it, and there is nothing bad in sounding like an intermediate. So let's talk about the fourth thing. Fourth thing is very simple. If you are using, you must be using dictionary, right? If you are using dictionary, so what you have to do, you have to use English to English dictionary, right? Either you can use English to English dictionary, or you could create your own dictionary. Creating your own dictionary is really important for you, because you are writing the words, you are trying to learn the meanings, you are trying to understand what's going on, what I have written before. So in this way, your mind is going to grasp that very quickly, right? So this thing that you can do, if you're using dictionary, so try to use English to English dictionary. What happens is, once we use English to English dictionary, So we try to understand the sense of that word in English. Once we try to understand that word in English, so that would be also in English, explanation would be in English, so your mind will try to grasp that explanation. If you forget a word, and instantly your mind instantly something will click, and you have remembered that explanation, and so that you can use that explanation to fulfill your sentence easily. So that's why I'm saying, don't underestimate the power of dictionary. You can use if you're comfortable, or either otherwise you can make your own, create your own dictionary, and your own dictionary will help you a lot to learn new words and to understand the sense of words, and easily you can. And if you're making your own dictionary, so just write those meanings in English, explain those meanings in English, because once you forget a word, so you can remember the explanation of that word, right? So in this way you can do it. So let's move on. The fifth tip. Fifth is really basic and it's very obvious. You would have been seeing it many videos. It's very common. Just learn synonyms, right? Just for example, I have given an example like gorgeous, beautiful, nice, good, etc. So in this way, learn them in batches. Once you learn them in batches, so at a time when you forget a word, so you can use another word to fulfill your sentence. Okay, so in this way, for example, I wanted to say it's very gorgeous flower. When I forget this word, so I can use it's good flower, it's nice flower. That's why I'm saying partly learning synonyms will work for you. कभी कभी हम भूल जाते हैं वर्ड, तो हम क्या बोलते हैं, अरे वो क्या था, थोड़ा बताओ, what do you call it, sorry please ask a person. So let's wrap up this video. First, I have told you, ask a person who you're talking to. Second, I have told you, second, what was that? Second, I have told you, say that word in your own language if you forget any word. And third, I have told you, when you forget a word, just go back to the beginning of the sentence and just paraphrase whole sentence, right? And fourth, I've told you, if you are using dictionary, so use English to English dictionary. That will help you a lot. And fifth, I've told you, it's obvious, like learn synonyms and learn them in batches to learn them. Okay, so I hope this video would be a little helpful for you. Virtually, I could have done my best. I've tried to do and I've explained. Please do not forget to like, subscribe and share to my channel. And let me know in the comment down below, because write something in English. Start from here. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.